Shalom, shalom. There's a lot of backfeed from this damn iPhone, man. I believe iPhone be sending pings and shit through the phones to disrupt them, trying to make you get a new one. But we're gonna go and get into the lesson. Lord willing is edifying. And the title of this lesson is "Staying in Order Will Keep You Safe." Right? And the things that we're witnessing right now in Israel is God was basically out of order, and the Lord ended up catching up with him, man. You know, he didn't have respect for his elders. He was constantly going back and forth. And scriptures tell us that he has been often reproved. Matter of fact, let's get there. All right, what is that? Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 1. Oh man, the head of warnings and instruction. So you got to take heed to the warning, man. You know, once you're rebuked, you know, you got to take heed to that warning. You know, and ultimately it's Yahawashi who's going to have you take heed to it, man. You know, it says, Proverbs 29 and 1, he that being often reproved, harden of his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Right? You're going to be suddenly destroyed, man. You know, it's going to come from left field. You don't even see it coming. You know, why? Because you're not walking under the instructions of Yahawashi, man. Order is so important in this thing, man. You know, now you may slip. It may cross your mind, or don't cross your mind because you in this flesh, you know, and demons can hop on you. But then it becomes that time to reflect. You know, it becomes that time to, as the Elder Apostle God been going into, man, you know, checking yourself, man, you know, seeing whether or not you in the faith, you know. It begins with you and that mindset, you know. And if the Lord is with you, guess what? He gonna help you learn from that situation, and you're gonna continue to grow, you know. But as you see, that guy, he ain't learned from that situation. He ain't learned from the situations that the Lord put him in, and he didn't grow. And ultimately, those things caught up to him. That's why staying in order will keep you safe, man. You're gonna be with the congregation. You're gonna be with the flock, man. You know, you're not gonna be on the outskirts in the wilderness, cast away. You know. But again, Proverbs 29 and 1, he that being often reproved, harden of his neck, right? Now you can't take correction, you know. Now you think, oh, it's about you, man. Fuck you. It ain't about you, man. It's about Yahawashi, man. He's the one that's giving you the correction. That's another thing these guys don't realize, man. When correction comes, it comes from the Lord. He's the one giving you a second chance, a third chance. Oh, the scripture say a just man falls 7 times, you know. What's your reaction to the cut? What's your action to the rebuke is going to determine, you know, your fate, you know. How you conduct yourself, you know, in the, what is the word I want to use? In this truth, man, you know. That's what's going to determine your fate. Again, how you react to the cut, you know. Let's go here, because the Lord said he's going to put everything in order, man. This is Psalms chapter 50, and yeah, verse 21. It says, these things has thou done, and I kept silent. Yeah, it's talking about Esau. You know, he's sown forth wickedness in the planet earth, and the Lord has kept silence. But now the Lord is speaking loud and clear. It says, thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. See that? So the Israelites, man, the elect is being set in order before the eyes of Yahawashi. All right. At the same time, he's reproving Esau. Okay. But it's important to follow order, man. You know, staying in order. Again, that's gonna keep you safe in the time you're entering, man. Okay. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Right. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 23. But every man in his own order. So the Lord has woke up certain spirits in the order that he wanted them to set up, man. You know, the elders and the apostles. Guess what? The Lord set those men up to be over us, man. And that guy blatantly came against the order. You know, he didn't heed the warnings that was given him. You know, it says, but every man his own order, Hamashiach the first fruits, afterwards they that are Hamashiachs at his coming. See that? So everything is going to be in order, man. You know, and that's where the Lord set it up. Let's go to the Apocrypha, right? Real quick. Just take heed to the warning, man. We heading to the time of the Passover, you know, where things are much more ratcheted up, man. Of course, it's ratcheted up and there's truth throughout the year, but how much more during the Passover, man? You know, man, heavy time. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 1. It says, wisdom reacheth from one end unto another, and sweetly doeth she order all things. See that? So wisdom, which is given by the Heavenly Father, is going to order all things. Everything was set up in its correct order, man. You know, and a lot of guys, man, they don't like order. You know, that's the problem with Jake. He's disorderly. You know, he don't know how to walk in the spirit. You know. And again, we understand we in this self of flesh, so you may slip, but you can't get hit with the same punch twice, you know, as the elder Ariala say. You know, you got to see that same punch coming, man. So it may be a time where you're not abreast to the situation, and a demon jump on you, and then all of a sudden you make a mistake, and then the Lord had to correct your ass, hit your ass on the head, get your ass back in order, man. You know. But guess what? That's mercy of the Lord for him doing that. A lot of people don't receive that mercy. A lot of people don't heed that correction. You know, again, wisdom reacheth from one end. Wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly do she order of all things. Right, she gonna order all things. I loved her and saw her out from my youth. I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. Amen. You gotta love this wisdom, man. Okay? You gotta love Sophia. You know? And guess what? Sophia is gonna get your ass right too, man. You know? You're not gonna get hit with the same punch. Now it may be a different punch. You know, you may not see that one coming, but that one you got hit with before, you ain't gonna get hit with that one again, man. You know? It says, for she is privy to the mysteries of the knowledge of the Most High, and a lover of his works. Yeah, one of the works is the Lord is setting us up in order, man. You know? You got to love that. The Lord has put men in position to watch for your soul, man. That's how heavy this thing is. They can give it a good account. You see? It says, if riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? Again, man. Yeah, this wisdom gonna work all things. So this money, you know, getting to the bag, you know, trying to have status in this life, it ain't worth shit, man, compared to this wisdom. Okay? It says, and if prudence work, who of all that are is more cunning workman than she? And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues. For she teacheth temperance, see that? And prudence. justice, and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life. Yeah, man, you got to learn how to be a stoic, as the apostles constantly going into, man. You know, you got to be able to judge matters. You know, you got to be able to assess a situation. Man, if you ain't been put in that situation before, you know, it's going to always be a learning curve, you know. But again, you can't get hit with that same punch. You see? It says, therefore, Slakia, verse 8, it says, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtlety of speeches, and can expound dark sentences, for she foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of seasons and times. Yeah, prophecy, man. Ultimately, that's what we're supposed to be dwelling in, prophecy. You know, not the things of this world. You know, because those things can draw you back in. And now the Lord see you lukewarm, you cast out in utter darkness. So this wisdom help you grow, you know, but it also helps you in this prophecy, man. You know, you seeing the things that are playing out on the planet Earth. You know, helps you expound, warn the flock, as it were. All right, I'm gonna jump down to where is that at? Please bear with me. I'm gonna jump down to verse 14. All right, it says, yeah. Verse 14, I shall set the people in order. See that? You're going to be set in order through the power of Yahawashi, man. You know? It says, and the nations shall be subject unto me, right? Once we'll be set in order, man, all these nations are going to be set in order. You know? What is that? A wise judge, let's get that. Instructs his people, man. You know? Again, staying in order, keep you safe, man. So, Rawchaa chapter 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. You see that? The government of Yahawashi is well ordered, man. There's no schisms. There's nobody going to be out of order. You know? If you be out of order, the Lord going to get rid of your ass. Point blank, period. And we seeing that being made manifest now, man. You know, Lord is not fucking around, man. You know, he's as it were, cleaning house, man. You know, the scriptures tell us the judgment will begin at the house of the Lord. So if you constantly that sheep that's wandering off, you know, not listening to the shepherd, because that's where the ultimate the warning coming from. Guess what? He gonna lead your ass out to the wolves and shit. You know, for your ass to be taken. See, again, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. See that? Yeah, you're gonna be well ordered. You're not gonna be what is that? A loose cannon. No, scriptures tell you that. What is that? 2 Ezra 7. Yeah, let's get that. You're not gonna blaze your own path to the kingdom, man. You gotta follow the man in front of you. Okay? 2 Ezra chapter 7. And I'm gonna start at verse 4. But put the case, the entries were narrow like a river, who then could go into the city to look upon it and to rule it. If he never went through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is built. Yeah, what's this city? The kingdom of heaven, right? The kingdom of our Lord Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? And it's set in a broad field, and it's full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and set in a dangerous place to fall. Yeah, a miracle, man. Where it caters to your lust. You know? That's why the Lord said this word is going to pass away, man. You know? Love not the world, neither the things that are of the world. You know, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, all those things, and the pride of life, all those things are going to take you out, man. You know, it says the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Yeah, you see that? There could but one man go there at once. So you're going to be following, man. You know? You try and make your own way, man, the Lord going to destroy you. As we see in that example. You know? It says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. So it's a requirement, man. It's a prerequisite to walk in this way. You know? And guess who directs our path? Yahawashi, bahasham, Yahawashi, man. It's a fearful thing. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. You know? Just examining ourselves. You know? Those are the most critical things. I remember a statement Elder Apostle Gabar said, our biggest enemy is yourself. Your biggest enemy is yourself, man. You know? Our biggest enemy, you know, is yourself. And when we do these video epistles, when I do these videos, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man. You know? And we're not perfect, but we're striving to be perfect. We're not going to always get it right, but those times that the Lord rebukes your ass, you know, it's a time of reflection, man. You know, because we too late in the game to fall out this truth, man. You know, this guy made a statement 1,000 years, man. That shit right around the corner, and then this happened. You know how fearful that is. You know, that's scary, man. The Lord will orchestrate you to be made an example in the congregation, man, so others will fear. And that's scary, man. That's extremely scary. That's why we always need to walk with fear, man. Because the Lord, man, Lord can do what he want, man, and he's gonna do what he want. See, matter of fact. And I wasn't meant for this to be too long, you know, really straight and to the point. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 2, you know. It's something we must always keep in mind. Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright. Yeah, get your mind right. Get your mind right. And constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And that's what our hope is, to be increased at our last end, man. You know? Because you got to finish the race. You got to finish the mission. You know? You got to complete the mission. You can't go back into the world. What's there? Absolutely nothing. You know, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And that means you're going to walk around saying, the water Yahawashi shall shine down, man. You understanding that it's meant to clean you up. You know, it's meant to purge you of that unwanted living. You know, again, we got the Passover coming up. All those things got to be purged out, man. You know, it says, see, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See that? Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. See that? Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. See that? It's beautiful. You're not waiting on the mercy of Yahawashi. You try to blaze your own path, man. You want to ultimately fall. You know? It says, ye that fear the Lord. And that's another thing. You ultimately don't fear the Lord. Why in the hell, you know, knowingly or unknowingly, would you come up against the man of the Lord that he done set up? You know? That's when repentance, true repentance, gonna kick in, man. You know? You're not gonna, again, get hit with that same punch. You're gonna constantly examine yourself, you know? It says, ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, for everlasting joy and mercy. Look on the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Right, you got to call upon the Lord, man. You got to make your prayer before his face constantly, you know? It says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in a time of affliction. And that time of Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching, you know? But if you're not with the flock, you know, you prone to the elements, man. You out there in the wilderness, you're going to be taken. You see? It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. You see that? You can't be faint-hearted, man. You can't faint in your mind. So say if you, I want to say in Proverbs, you faint in the, matter of fact, your faith was low. Let's see if we can get that. Just real quick. Oh, man, you can't draw back. Damn, I'm trying to remember how it's phrased. And I probably don't remember how it's phrased. Don't have faith in there. Lord willing it to come back. Lord to come to me. Yeah, man. You can't be fearful, you know. You got to trust in the Lord. It says, woe to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Yeah, you're not going to be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Man, the Lord is visiting right now, man. You know? And all those who, that black sheep, you know, that's out of order, the Lord ultimately going to take you out. And what we've been witnessing, man, judgment been coming swiftly. It ain't been being held off. No, man, it's been coming quickly. You know? It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well-pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. Yeah, what's well-pleasing to Yahawashi? That you believe on him whom he hath sent, man. And that filters all the way down to the men that the Lord has set up. That's how critical this thing is, man. You know? Having that understanding, believing the report. Again, you're not going to blaze your own path to the kingdom. Okay? It says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. And that's another thing. That guy was lifted up in pride, man. And the Lord cast him down in the midst of the congregation. Man, that's a fearful thing, man. But that's what happened when you don't stay in order. You know? It says, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So yeah, man. When you get corrected, you get admonished, that's really the mercy of the Lord. Remember, Scripture tells us the speech, real quick. That Proverbs, I know, is on the lines of if your faith is low. Oh, man, I can't remember it. But let's get this in Proverbs. We'll probably close it out here. All right. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer from the tongue is from the Lord. You see that? So when you get admonished, when you get rebuked, when you get reproved, you know, guess what? That's from Yahawashi. And it behooves us to take heed, man. The Lord ain't gonna, hey man, the Lord can catch your ass out there and don't reprove you. And then let you build up all that bullshit and cast your ass out into the wilderness. And now you're out of order and not with the flock, man. You're not in that area of protection. You're not his, man. You see? Yeah, Lord willing, this lesson's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, come next year and listen. Till the next time I say shalom. Stay in order, man, so you can be safe. Shalom.